Thousands of tourists flock to Robben Island every year to pay their respect to Mandela and see where he spent many years in captivity. I also took a journey to Robben Island. Join me as I take you on this poignant journey to explore the life he lived there and hear from those who knew him best. Robben Island, a place of isolation and confinement, yet a symbol of hope and freedom, a place of great significance in South Africa's history. It's here that Nelson Mandela spent 27 years of his life fighting against apartheid. Here I met Mncedi Seswana, one of the men who shared prison years with Mandela.
How do you feel when you recall all those memories?
Well, there are instances when I enjoy actually talking about that experience, but there are instances when it reminds me of some of the emotional difficulties.
As we walked around the prison, I could see the stark reality of the conditions that Mandela and others faced here.
Life was difficult here. It was tough because we found ourselves in an environment where the prison guards were all white and the prisoners were all black. So it actually represented the dichotomy, political dichotomy you had in South Africa. And so the prison warders didn't treat us in a very humane manner. So we had to assert ourselves and assert our dignity, as human beings. So in a sense, we found ourselves engaging in yet another struggle in prison.
In this small room, Mandela refused to be broken by his captors. He became a source of inspiration for his fellow prisoners.
He considered himself to be a father to us, like all the prisoners of the generation of the 60s, who wanted all the time to protect us, to make sure that whatever we do in prison, even when we're demanding change in prison, we do it in a way that is rather circumspect to avoid a situation where we would actually start battles that would not be able to handle. So they were hell-bent on trying to make sure that they took us step by step to build our confidence, so that we don't start battles that we would lose, which would then demoralize us.
Even in the darkest times, there is always hope. For South Africans and the world, Mandela will remain a freedom fighter whose light will always shine brighter.
I'm very proud to be here to walk in the footsteps of the giants that literally built the democratic country that we live in. So it's a very, very important and very significant moment for me.
I was growing up in the 80s. I knew a lot about Nelson Mandela. We used to do free Mandela marches and talks in England because we knew there was apartheid in South Africa, which was wrong. I think that we are remembering him and celebrating this inspirational freedom fighter, basically.
As I leave Robben Island, the struggles and sacrifices of Nelson Mandela and his fellow prisoners who fought for freedom and equality are stuck with me. The honor and their legacy will live forever.
At the Robben Island in Cape Town, for News Central, Bongani, Siziba.